Hi everybody, my name is Evan and I've had the pleasure of working as an electrician in beautiful Southwest Florida for the past 5 years. I'm here today to let you know that there is a way that you can save a little bit of money if you ever have an emergency and have to call me. Whenever I get a call out to a house like this, the first thing I'm trying to do is figure out why you're having a problem and what's causing it. If you can help me do that, it'll save me some time and you some money. Let me show you how we can do that. When you're trying to determine the source of an electrical problem, that's the first place you have to start, is at the source. This is a typical electrical meter. This is where the power comes in from the power company into your house. This is the first place to start in the event of a problem. If you have all the lights to your house go out at the same time and nothing works, the problem's probably in here or before it with the power company. All of the power produced in Lee County, Florida where I live is supplied by Florida Power and Light, otherwise known as FP&L. But it can't be managed by a local coalition, the Lee County Electrical Coalition, otherwise known as LCEC. You should know your electrical service provider before an emergency and have their phone number in a known location, maybe posted on the breaker panel or on the meter box. If no electronics in your house work at all, it is likely to be an issue with your electrical service provider, and calling them is the best way to find out. Sometimes the electrical service provider is posted on the electrical meter outside of your house, sometimes even with a number in case of emergency. Most houses are even equipped with smart meters, and the electrical service provider can usually tell remotely if the cause of the problem is on their side or yours. Okay, so we've just got off the phone with the electrical utility and we've determined that the power to the house is good, the meter is functioning well, the problem's going to be on our side. So what does that mean for troubleshooting? That means the next place that you're going to look is in your electrical distribution panel, which you can see behind me. It goes by a couple different names. The older fellas are going to call it a breaker box, you can call it a panel box. This is where you're going to look to see if the breakers to your house are good. This is also where the power comes in after the meter and is distributed to all the different outlets, lights, and appliances that you may have in your home. If you just have a couple of appliances go out, a couple of lights in the same room, maybe the outlets all in one room or in adjoining rooms, this is a good place to start and look. The problem may be simple. The first thing we're going to do is open up the electrical panel. These are all breakers. When they are pointing in, that is the on position. When they're pointing out, that's the off position. This is an example of a breaker in the on position. This is an example of a breaker in the off position. Let's turn this one on. You want to check all your breakers to make sure they're all in this on position. Move down the row sequentially to confirm that all your breakers are in this on position. If any are in the off position, that may be the reason why you're having a problem. Something else to look out for is that right there. You see that breaker with the red? This is a breaker that has done its job. It's experienced a problem and it's tripped. To clear a trip, simply turn the breaker to the off position and then back on. It should hold on just like that. If it pops immediately or within a short amount of time back into the trip position, you've got a real problem. You need to call an electrician and have a professional come advise you. If you've made it this far, I'm proud of you. We've determined that the power coming into the house is good, coming into the electrical distribution panel is good, and we've checked all our breakers to make sure they're in the on position and that none are tripped. A lot of the time, this is as far as people feel comfortable going. And that's okay. If you don't feel comfortable working with electricity, please don't be afraid to call a professional. Electricity is not something to be taken lightly. It can damage property, hurt you, and even kill you. If you want to go further with troubleshooting, please understand the basic safety procedures when working with electricity. Understand grounding and electrical conductivity. If you don't have a good grasp of these basic safety procedures when working with electricity, please do not go further. Call a professional. We'll come help you.